This could be because you are halting some things. Things may feel a little bit as at a standstill right now for you in preparation for your solar return. Not feeling the energy or excitement about wanting to start anything new or approach anything new, kind of wrapping up everything that's there. Let's see what's underneath here. Okay, things are coming to an end, so there's no more need to move forward. There's been a victory of some sort. Okay, positive communication, loving communication, all right? Recognizing that this analysis paralysis, these spinning thoughts, they can be something that are self-imposed. And so warming up to breaking free of that, maybe lightening up conversation or initiating conversation, not initiating action, but initiating conversation. Again, we're in Mercury retrograde. So while we may have been feeling like this, sometimes all that's needed is a little light and friendly conversation. You're great at that too, Taurus. You don't have to delve right into all the emotional stuff. And that in and of itself is a victory, and that in and of itself provides closure, and no more action might be necessary. And this is a kind of an interesting combination combined with the victory card, because it's as if there is not any need for any sort of movement forward. The victory's there because this is over, and it's like kind of closure. You know, it didn't feel so good. You know, it hurt. Everybody was hurt. There were hurt feelings, hurt emotions, but why loom? Well, you know, we don't need to sit in this place of doom and gloom. It can just be over, and that's okay. Okay, let's look at your cards. What else is going on? At the center of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. So this could be dealing with an ex or a breakup that has happened in the recent past, or wishing that we could resolve this issue. Maybe that's what the Page of Cups is about, working to resolve this issue, because it was a lose-lose situation. And here you are with the Two of Wands, looking at the past, looking at the present, looking at the past, present, future, and then looking where you are in the present, and kind of stating to yourself internally, like, look, this didn't go so well. I don't think either of us handled this well. And we have all these positive memories. We have all these wonderful moments. It didn't have to end like this. So while it may not be starting anew, it might be for some, but for others, it might not be starting anew. But there is this warming up because of this moment or this point in time where there's recognition of there was a lot of good, there was some bad. Do we have to stay in this place? No, we don't. We don't have to move forward, but we don't have to stay in this place. Kind of like, let's agree to disagree. Everybody wins, all right? No hard feelings. That's what I'm sensing here with this. And again, okay, for starters, Six of Pentacles reversed, the Tower reversed, Five of Wands reversed. So letting go of internal battles. This has happened. This has already occurred. Okay? The fight, it's been bothering you. It may have been bothering them too. So maybe that's why there's this warming up and why there is this agreeing to disagree. Okay? You both may have felt that there was some unfairness in what would happen or what was said. Maybe you both feel like you were right in the argument or in the breakup or whatever happened, and you know those moments happen. So there's kind of this recognition that it wasn't fair for one or both people. There wasn't equality. Maybe it was a one-sided relationship. There definitely was a Tower moment. It's now fixing itself, or the stress, okay, getting over it, warming things up, because nobody likes to have internal battles. This is a light, and I always call this internal battles, and it doesn't necessarily have to be internal battles, but this is a fight nonetheless, and but it's kind of like antics, okay? It's like sarcasm. but there's still a little bit of truth jab to it. And so I always call this internal battle, because there's kind of this thought and analysis about what happened. Why did I say that? Why did he do that? Why? And especially when it's sitting right next to the Tower and the Six of Cups, and these cards are reversed, it's like definitely getting over these thoughts, definitely remembering the good times, definitely recognizing there was a lose-lose situation and that now we are here now, so now what? If you're in a long-term relationship, Taurus, things haven't been going so well, but you're kind of shrugging your shoulders and saying, live and let live, and let's see if we can warm this up. I don't necessarily want to get back together, but there's no need for us to hate each other's guts either, right? No hard feelings. Nobody wants to be here. You could be dealing with the water sign, because this is coming from a place of care. Oh, and the Knight of Cups. Oh, good grief. This is coming from a place of caring. The Queen of Cups is very, very much caring and emotional, and wants what's best for her, wants what's best for you and for them. And here with the Judgment card, this is saying, and again, we have the World reversed. So this is the card right before the World. This is upright. So with this upright, okay, I know you can't see these. I'm just placing these here for a minute. With this upright, the Judgment card upright, and we have the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Cups, okay? Notice all the cups. You very likely could be dealing with the water energy. Or your counterpart could be a feminine energy. So, warm messages, warm action, finality. At least you'll be getting the answers that you have been wanting or searching for. Like, it will be very clear where you stand, where they stand. There's not going to be any more confusion. Probably apologies. And they may initiate the apologies because, one, they care, two, they don't like how it ended, and neither do you. So let bygones be bygones, and let's warm this up. Seems pretty clear. I don't know what order that these were in, but okay. So the reason why I pulled those and talked about those for a minute, specifically the Judgment card, is because the World card is reversed here. So while you may have the answers and the clarity and are very certain with where everybody stands, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is fully over. Okay? What's the point? I mean, unless somebody was very vindictive and controlling and, just wretched. Okay, we all have our feelings hurt. But unless somebody was completely just a wretched human being, then why is there the need to just completely end it? Now, that's what this is all about. Okay, the situation is over, but the history, the relationship, the memories, those can all still be respected and valued. That's why we have the Judgment card, and that's why we have the World reversed, because it's not necessarily over. You may be moving to a new phase with somebody new, or you may get over this big argument with your long-term partner and you move on to a new phase, but it's not necessarily completely over. This could also mean that you're not traveling anywhere anytime soon. Okay, kind of staying put. Now, what's interesting, what I'm going to pull some clarifiers on is this Queen of Wands reversed. If you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a very angry energy. She's very controlling. While the Queen of Wands is normally in control of her own life and her own direction, okay, very discerning individual, makes decisions quickly, knows what she wants, good at planning, likes money, likes earning it, likes the process of earning money, likes nice things, okay, she likes to be in charge. So, awesome energy, right? But reversed, it's almost as if somebody did her wrong, or she's not feeling like herself, and she's like all off kilter, and so there's anxiety and anger and frustration behind it. So she can tend to be a little overbearing in dealing with things. So while things may slowly be smoothed over, at least in your mind, in their mind, that might not be the case. they may still want a reconciliation. Let's talk about another scenario. Taurus. The sand may sift out, the dust may settle from this situation, whatever it was, and a new love may appear. Okay, and because of that, because of this being warmed up, they, even though you're kind of agreeing to disagree, they may be unhappy that you're now finding new love and moving forward, because they may have thought it wasn't fully over. It's upsetting to them, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign. You could be meeting a fire sign that's coming out of something that's crazy, and they're still a little like, whoa, they're still a little unhappy, frustrated with their ex, whoever that is. Like, that could be a situation. But still, a new love may come from that. Okay. Let's pull some clarifiers. Keep in mind, though, I don't want to say don't underestimate, but keep in mind this Binah. Because there is truth and knowledge in communication, figuring things out, agreeing to disagree, having a talk. And so I think you're not necessarily seeking for this. You're not going out of your way to seek for this. But I think that you're taking a moment to pause and recognize that, maybe even if the ball is in their court, maybe if you're still frustrated with them, maybe they need you to start warming this up, and then it just will all kind of blow over and everything will be okay again. Okay, not necessarily back together, but now there's no hard feelings. Emperor reversed. Okay, I think you're dealing with a very angry fire sign. Very angry fire sign. Oh, Taurus. Okay. This Six of Pentacles reverse is being clarified by the Two of Swords. So you could be dealing with the air sign with respect to this, but this is talking about actually making a decision. When she's upright, don't want to make a decision, shying away from it, but also knowing that it is inevitable. But when it's reversed, it's like, okay, it's time to make the decision. Let's do it. So the decision was really about and based off of the fact that there was some sort of inequality in the relationship or in the partnership. Okay, it could have been a one-sided relationship, could have been somebody spending a lot more money, somebody, always being late and not apologizing. Could be something little, could be something big. Whatever it was turned into something big and caused a meltdown. We have the Page of Swords here. So this is spying, stalking, trying to get information on what's going on. All right, so if there was a break or a breakdown in a relationship, somebody's watching to find out. And it's because it's bothering them. Like, they're trying to watch what you're doing, how you're handling it, if you're moving on, those types of things. And I'm saying that because we have the High Priestess reversed. So there's hidden information that is coming to light. This may have actually caused this. And it brings us back to this moment of nostalgia. So there may have been a breakup and they might be watching you, not necessarily stalking and spying, okay, but, checking Facebook, all those types of things. So in kind of gauging where you're at, not thinking and not being in tune with their own emotions or how they feel, but kind of like obsessively missing you. And if there really were hurt feelings, when things don't end well, it can cause us to really want to stay connected to that person, right? And so it's almost a little bit of an obsessive mindset and behavior here when there was a very abrupt decision based on something that wasn't going well. All right? So they called it, you called it, then there's guilt about it, all right? It's ended, but they don't want it to end, or is it going to end? There's a lot of insecurity, Taurus, around this card when this is reversed. This speaks of insecurity, lack of confidence. Okay, so somebody's very worried that this is not over, or they're wanting something to be over so they can get back together with you. They're really worried there's not going to be a new beginning here with the Empress. angry. Okay, this is your card. You could have told them, no, I'm not interested anymore. And so now they start playing games in order to get you back. Serious games. Okay, the Emperor. Serious games. Let's pull a couple more clarifiers. No regrets. Whoever made this decision feels like it was the best decision to make. And that includes not leveling up. Okay. They may be really obsessing because they wanted it to be a stable relationship. They wanted it to level up. And you're just over here like, no. Like, I'm just not, like, we can be friends or whatever, quote unquote, or whatever. But, like, no, I'm not putting forth any effort into this. Maybe you will, but they've got to show you maturity. I'm keeping this over here because you're pretty stern on this decision. There may be warm communication, Page of Cups type of communication, but it doesn't mean you guys are all getting back together. And they kind of sense that. And they know, because they kind of are in dreamland over here thinking that it's going to happen. And it's kind of not going to happen just because there's warm communication. So, Taurus, that's interesting. Be a little careful there, okay? But maybe you too. But, I'm feeling like this is more about like how they're feeling about you and what's going on. Like, I feel like you're fine. You've made your decision. It's okay. No hard feelings. And they're just like, I'm going to figure out a way to get you back. So you're saying no, they're upset. They may still feel like you're not telling them the truth. This is super interesting to me. You may be very much telling them the truth, but they don't think that you're being honest with yourself about your own feelings. They think that you love them and you're not telling them. They think that you're going to fall back in love with them or you're hiding your emotions, but it doesn't seem like you're going to do that. Like, you're pretty much saying, no, I want this. Or they're going to start promising you, because the Queen of Swords reversed, pretty vindictive. She's trying to get this new, fresh love started, but there's something, she's acting out of emotions. She's actually good when she's reversed. It's good and bad when the Queen of Swords is reversed, because when she's upright, there's no, she's only acting off of strategy and intellect. So that's great. That's actually a really good thing to keep your emotions at bay. But now she's being strategic and including emotions, which can easily, if tilted a little bit too much in the wrong direction, it can easily become very manipulative and conniving. So I'm not saying it has to be like that, but it could be on some level in order to get this new love off the ground, maybe promising all this stuff. She also has her back turned towards this stuff. So she may be wanting something with you and even still willing to leave this and give this up for you.